see Kyle Lima yet. He's the vice chair, so I am going to open up the meeting for the time being. 3 p.m. August 11th. This is the Southside Fire Station Building Committee. The meeting is being televised, streamed, or recorded by Bourne TV. If anyone in the audience is recording or videotaping, they need to acknowledge such at this time. If anyone from the public wishes to access the meeting, they can do so by calling the following conference line: Zoom meeting ID 833-2262-5524, password SSFS, all capitals. The Zoom chat will not be monitored. Participants who wish to speak must raise the hand icon until the chair asks them to unmute. All items within the meeting agenda are subject to deliberation and vote. We have called the meeting to order. Under attendance, I do want to let everyone know that Wayne Sampson is now the moderator. He is the town's moderator. And as such, since he's been appointed to that position, he has resigned his position from the Finance Committee. So Wayne was the Finance Committee representative to the Building Committee. So since he has resigned from the Finance Committee, the Finance Committee will have to appoint a different representative. So the Finance Committee will be meeting in a couple of weeks and will send another member. But in the meantime, Wayne has resigned his positions on the committee so that he can be town moderator. At your next meeting, the Building Committee will need to reorganize and elect a new chair. So think about who you will be voting for. And we'll put that on the agenda for your next meeting on September 8th. Any questions about that? Okay. And you've got the attendance?
I do.
Otherwise?
Yep. So Rob Christensen here. Chief Dave Polonzi's here.
Yep.
Gina Zarowitz is here. Peter Lindbergh's here. William Myers here.
Yes.
I don't see Carol Lynch on Zoom, but we do have a quorum.
Great. So we will start with the update from Pomeroy Associates, and the documentation was emailed out to everyone the end of the day yesterday. Hopefully everyone had received that and has had a chance to see it.
No, I haven't seen it.
They spent the day reading it.
I'll look at it later.
Okay, it's in your inbox.
Yeah, it's there.
It'd take a while to download.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, I have that.
Oh, good.
Appreciate that. Oh, boy. I'm glad I didn't have to print it. Thank you.
I'm good. Thank you. I got it all right there. Thank you, though.
All right. Well, good afternoon, everybody. Hope summer's going well. So first on the agenda, I'm going to do this every month. It's a Bill Committee update report to tell you what we've been up to. So I'm going to read my whole report, and then we can go over it. So number one is the project overview. The Bourne Fire Station project remains in pre-construction and early mobilization, with permitting, utility coordination, procurement, project controls, and construction planning all moving forward. No impact to the contract completions dates have been identified. Number two is work to be completed to date. To support this progress, project controls and Procore, which is it's an online platform that we use, and all our documents go into it, so everybody that's on the project team can get into the files. Workflows are in place. Arujo Mechanical and Digit have been selected for the HVAC and site work. Arujo is the rebid lowest bidder for the HVAC side, and Digit is for the site work. Permitting has advanced. Payroll payment procedures are active, and the Eversource easement access is confirmed. We'll talk more about that. Current activities. Building on those startup items, the team is finalizing permit review coordination with the building commissioner completing survey layout, developing the baseline schedule, reviewing the schedule values, preparing an NFPA 241 requirements, and procuring commissioning services. Commissioning services, those went out today. NFPA 241, Dave could probably, the fire chief could probably speak to this a little bit more, but it's an emergency egress plan that has to be in place in order to get permitted. And 4 is the upcoming construction activities. As these activities are completed, August work is expected to shift into clearing and grubbing, fencing, trailer placement, temporary utilities, survey layout, and mobilization. Now that's over the next couple of weeks. Obviously, the month is coming up. We're expecting trailers and site fencing over the next 2 weeks, grubbing and clearing. They may get to it this week. I went by there yesterday, nothing was done yet. I haven't heard anything about it today, so I haven't gone by there. We have a guy that drives by there every day that works for us, so he's gonna tell me if something happens. Kind of good that way. Number 5 is the budget and contract status. Financially, no budget concerns have been identified. HVAD procurement generated a credit condition to be processed by a change order. Change order number 1 requires building committee action. You need to vote on that, so you can approve that change order. That's in the back of the packet. 6 is the OPM assessment. Overall, the project is progressing as expected, with schedule and budgeting remaining in good standings. 7 is a summary. The project remains on track as pre-construction transitions into mobilization, with key approvals, procurement, and planning activities advancing, and no current schedule or budget concerns identified. Okay. Number 8 is the key takeaways. Project remains on schedule with no identified impacts to completion dates. Pre-construction activities are transitioning into site mobilization. Budget status remains stable with no current concerns. Change order number 1 requires building committee actions. And number 9, work completed to date. To support this progress, project controls and Procore workflow are in place. Ruger Mechanical, I think I already said that, but Ruger Mechanical and Diggett have been selected for HVAC and site work. Permitting has advanced. Payroll placement procedures are active. Yeah, I already said that. Okay, so that's pretty much my update. I'll do that every month, kind of give you a rundown. You guys can read it freehand, so you can see what we're doing and what's going on. So item number 2 on the project update is the HVAC bid update. As I just said and just read to you, the HVAC has been rebid. We got those bids in a couple weeks ago. Ruger Plumbing and Heating, JJ Cardosi has taken them on as that HVAC, that they're going to take on that job. So that's been approved by JJ Cardosi also. So that should work out well. So 3rd on this is a groundbreaking decision.
Let's talk about the amount of the bid.
Okay.
Because we
Yeah,
saved
right.
some money.
Yeah.
Yep. I have that in there too. Let me just check that out. So that bid came in, their bid came in at $899,000. That's with the $693,000 for their base bid and a $206,000 for the alternate bid, which is the radiant heat flooring in the apparatus space. So it came out to a total of $899,000. As compared to what we had estimated, $650,000.
Well, that was, you mind if I?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that's,
Okay.
the, do you have my spreadsheet? So the net result was, because of the added scope, we had asked the contractor to include, when we wrote the contract, we added a $100,000 allowance for the increased scope. With the rebid, the bids came in just under the original bid that didn't have the added scope. So
And if you remember, the added scope was the exhaust filtration, the air filtration system. So we essentially, on the rebid, got that for free.
Because yeah, we voted to make those changes, and that's great.
And the combination of the bids was $3,000 less than the base bid without the added scope. So right up front, we have a credit change order for $103,000. The $100,000 we had carried for the allowance of the additional scope, plus the $3,000 differential in the two bids. Plus, if we add in the value of what the town would have purchased the units for, it was a considerable savings, about $40,000. So
Yeah.
we ended up about $150,000 under where we were.
That's great. Good.
Sorry.
That's fine.
Yeah, the only, the low bidder for the airbag system did end up being, help me here, I'm drawing a blank.
Murphy Special.
Murphy Specialties.
Yes. Murphy Specialties.
Yes.
The one that filed the protest.
Do we move that money to contingency or just leave it in that line item for the time being?
So as you'll see in my updated budget, we actually pulled that money and we took from the original estimated cost and
Okay.
added that into our hard cost contingency. And I have those numbers are in here.
Okay.
Okay. Any other questions on that? Okay. So, go back to this, number 3, groundbreaking decision. We need to figure out when you guys want a groundbreaking and what we're expected to have for that groundbreaking.
Or if you want to have one at all.
Yeah, yeah.
Waiting a long time for this.
I say we have one.
Huh?
I say we haven't, it's been a long time.
Yeah, we have it.
I think it should be done.
Been waiting a long time for this to happen.
Yeah, agreed.
I think we should publicize it anyways.
That's being positive. All right, so.
Yeah, I'm gonna join the meeting. I'm gonna go outside and join the meeting. I'll be right
Okay,
back.
all right. Yeah, I'll let you guys take the lead on the groundbreaking because I'm all in on the ribbon cutting. But
So,
I think,
We're
yeah,
gonna start mobilizing in the next couple of weeks, so you won't see anything really in the ground till September.
Okay,
So I wouldn't, it's up to you if you want, if we do something now, it's just gonna be a big pile of dirt, and a big pile of dirt.
yeah. Do you want to wait and try and set a date for the next meeting at the September 8th
Yeah.
Next
meeting?
Yeah.
That won't be too late,
All right,
yeah.
so wait till September 8th.
You're going to defer that till the September meeting?
To set a date, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
because I think we'll have to, or it's up to the board, parking isn't that great up there. So could we have a satellite place to park
Probably next door.
and bus us up there?
Probably next door.
Is there room, is that in business anymore?
No,
No?
just there. I
We
think,
could probably get permission to park a Grillo maybe next door to park along the driveway.
Isn't that?
I think Joe
On the
Grillo
uphill.
owns that.
The
building
drive,
on the corner is vacant.
yeah. Oh, that, yeah.
So
The
maybe you can do
Lee's old
something there.
place. Better than hiking uphill.
All right, something to think about, and we'll get to that in September.
Okay.
Okay, item number 4 is project sign approval. As you can see in your packet in front of you, you should have a sign, the sketch that Scotia did for a sign. You guys need to approve that so we can have that built, we can have that put in front of the project.
I do want to let everyone know that there is a blank on the sign for the next committee member appointed by the Finance Committee.
Ah, okay.
Okay.
Make a motion to accept the sign.
Yeah, second.
Second. Okay, all those in favor?
Actually, Rob,
Yeah.
can you call the roll, because
Yeah.
we've got the chief online.
Yep, not a problem. I'll make a roll call, absolutely.
Thank-
Yep, okay. I'm a yes. Chief?
Yes.
Gene?
Yes.
Peter?
Yes.
William?
Yes.
Okay, passes unanimously.
we won't go into production on that until we have that.
Yeah,
Last
yeah,
verse.
the next meeting.
Added member, added in, okay.
Fill in the blank.
So the next item is the Eversource easement. I'm gonna pull that from the packet. We had some late minute, at the 1 yard line confusion that I wanna get straightened out before we move forward with that. Okay, just a little bit about, because there's a pole, as you can see in the packet, there's a pole on the nearby, and we need to know if we are allowed to pull from that pole without getting a new easement and going to the select board. So we're just working through legal on Eversource side to see what we got to do about that.
Are you in communication with them?
Yes.
then?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All day
Okay.
today.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what are
I-
we gonna be doing with the invoice that we have?
I'm gonna pull that too.
Okay,
Yeah. When we get to that.
okay.
So next is any update from Secotio? You're mute.
I think you covered it all. The only thing I wrote down was, you talked about the groundbreaking and then the scheduled job meetings. I don't think anyone from here will be attending, I assume, but if they want to, or however that's gonna work. So maybe talk about job meetings, I don't know.
One sec. Yeah, I have to reach out to Dell and we'll figure out the best day for a job meeting. Okay.
I thought we established.
Well, we established every Friday morning at
That's right,
9.
yes.
Yes.
Yeah, you're right, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
You're
we're
correct.
gonna continue with that unless somebody else has got an issue with that time.
My apologies, you're right. And that's all I had.
Okay. So item number 2 is schedule update. As you can see, the schedule, I kind of pushed it out, made it a little bigger. It's a 15-month schedule. I put all the 225 stuff, I kind of backed that off and put in 26. This is our project schedule that we have right now. We're working with JJ Cardosi to get their schedule, which next month, hopefully I can refine it and I can give you a better perspective of what different things are going to be moving in certain different months. And they'll have a project the whole entire job. So I should have something better for you next month. I know he asked for a couple weeks extra at our last job meeting, so once I get that, I can implement it hopefully for next meeting. Okay?
Okay.
Item number 3 is the FF&E spreadsheet. Like I said, I put this in every month, but nothing has changed this month. We probably won't see any changes for this for a couple months until we stop purchasing all this material. So there's really no update on FF&E as of right now. So item number 4 is the finance and budget. It's the budget update number 10. You have in front of you. You're going to see in the first one is exactly what we were talking about with the contingency. Original ending budget was $14,281,500. That was the estimated budget. And with this new ending budget for this month is $11,590,300. That's the new with the change order 1. So that's a $2,691,200
Chris,
credit.
can I add something to
Yep.
that? Yeah. So when Chris says the budget, what he means is the general contractor line item, because our overall budget is greater than that. And you're seeing a large adjustment here, the 2 million, we're taking the original value was 14,181,000. We're reducing that by $2,691,200. That $2,691,200 is a combination of the low bid value as compared to the estimate, as well as the $103,000 credit that we took from that. So the ending value, the $11,590,300 is the GC contract right now with change order number 1. So So that's the difference between, primarily the difference between the estimated value and the low bid value. And then that gets rolled into the contingency, which we'll
Right.
describe below.
So as you can see, everything that we, adjustment is highlighted in yellow. So number 4 on this list is bidding. We had to rebid the HVAC, so that was an $895 invoice for bidding on that. And item number 57, I'm going to pull that. That's the credit for the utility credit. So I'm going to change that. I'll update that, this report. Item number 61 will change. Item number 61 is both the credit and the add for the project done bid. So that's going to change also. And item number 62 is the hard cost contingency. That's where we're going to credit back to our hard cost contingency, that $2,691,200. So that will add our new ending budget for our hard cost contingency is now $4,247,063.15. Any questions on that?
No?
Could I just give a little clarification? The line item 57 shown there, the credit adjustment of $6,100, $6,140, that was based upon the invoice that we received from Eversource as compared to the allowance that we had carried in our budget. So the Eversource invoice was less than our allowance, so we're crediting that back. However, the information we received early this morning, the work order and the utility charge may be different than what they invoiced. So we've got to get that sorted out, so that's why we're pulling it back for now.
Number 5, the current invoices. Document 8 is a payment submission recap. So I will go through this quickly. On number 5, like I said, everything highlighted to get us a better look at it. It's a project dog invoice of $895. Item 17 is the Secotio contract pricing. That's $17,748. Line number 21 is Pomeroy invoicing. There's 2 invoices for Pomeroy, so those both add up to $35,546.25. And item number 47, we're going to pull that so I'll correct those at the end. Okay, any questions on that? Okay, moving on.
Sorry, we're getting there. So it would be appropriate to go through each invoice and vote to approve.
Yep, no, we're gonna do that right now. So in front of you, document number 9 is Secotio invoice. That invoice number 22085-25. That invoice is for $17,748.
Move to approve payment.
Second.
No discussion? Take a roll call vote. I'm a yes. Chief?
Yes,
Is Deputy Lemur with us now?
I am. I'm a yes.
Okay, thank you. And Carol?
Yes.
Thank you. Peter?
Yes.
William?
Yes.
And Dean?
Yes.
Motion passes unanimously.
Okay, document number 10 is Pomeroy invoice 22.107.0-23. That is for June. Yeah, that is for June. In the the price of that is $9,479.
Motion to accept?
So moved.
Second.
Take a roll call vote. I'm a yes. Chief?
Yes.
Kyle?
Yes.
Gene?
Yes.
Peter?
Yes.
William?
Yes.
Carol?
Yes.
Motion passes unanimous.
Document number 11 is Palmright invoice 22.107.0-24 in the amount of $26,067.25.
I'll move to approve the invoice number 22.107.0-24 dated July 31st, 2026 for services through July 31st in the amount of $26,067.25.
Second.
Motion second, any further discussion? Roll call vote. I'm a yes. Chief?
Yes.
Kyle?
Yes.
Gene?
Yes.
Peter?
Yes.
William?
Yes.
Carol?
Yes.
Nope. Motion passes unanimously.
Okay, document number 12 is the Eversource invoice, which we are going to pull
Yep.
until further notice to get clarification on that. Document number 13 is Project Dogs invoice for the rebid. That is invoice number 23624 in the amount of $895.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing seeing none, okay. I'm a yes. Chief?
Yes.
Kyle?
Yes.
Gene?
Yes.
Peter?
Yes.
William?
Yes.
Carol?
Yes.
Motion passes unanimous.
Okay, document number 14 is the contract change order. The original contract price, this is the low bid for J.J. Cardosi, was $11,693,300. The adjusted price is $11,590,300. That's a $103,000 change order credit.
I'll move to approve the contract change order dated August 7th, 2026 from J.J. Cardosi, providing a credit of $103,000. Revised contract amount to $11,590,300 with no change in contract time and a substantial completion date of September 6th, 2027.
Second.
Any discussion? Okay, roll call vote. I'm a yes. Chief?
Yes.
Kyle?
Yes.
Gene?
Yes.
Peter?
Yes.
William?
Yes.
Carol?
Yes.
Motion passes unanimously for the change order. Good.
Okay, that's all I have. Any questions on the project?
No?
We're moving.
Move along.
Slow.
As soon as I get a piece of equipment there, there'll be pitches, so hopefully I'll get something there this week. I'll reach out to them tomorrow, make sure we have something going on. But like I
Yeah.
said, the next couple of weeks we'll be clearing it, putting up the fence, the temporary, the trailer will show up, the job site trailer. And once the job site trailer, I'll be there every single day. So, any questions, you have my cell phone number, give me a call. Any concerns, you call me right away, and we can get it resolved. Like I said, we have a guy who lives right down the street, who's doing the ice cream project, so he can swing by and he'll be checking on it after hours and stuff like that. So,
I guess the only thing we're all hanging on is the Eversource
right now,
camel in the room, so.
we can
that's-
still move
that's-
forward with that being said.
Mhm.
They, talking to the lead guy, Brian Mello over there, he's trying to get it all straightened out right now.
Okay.
So we're working on it. Today was kind of a little hiccup in the road, but it's not that big. We'll get through
Speed
it.
bump, not
It's
stop
just a
sign.
speed bump.
Okay.
It's a small speed bump.
That's
We're
I
still
know,
moving
I know.
forward. There's still going to be a fire station built. We'll
Great.
have it all done.
Great,
Okay?
Reassuring.
yes. I'm positive with the budget too. What's next? Town administrator report. Marlene, do you have an update?
The only thing I would like to let the building committee know is that the building department is reviewing the project. So we are in the process of the building permit review. And I know I know everyone knows we're still working on the Eversource easement. And there will be an easement that will go to town meeting in the fall. This is so Eversource can put the service underground on the town property. So that's what we're, Eversource has the deed and has the plans for the town property, but we will have to grant them an easement. So that'll be what you will see on the fall town meeting warrant.
Okay, thank you. That's more of an answer.
Any questions about that?
No.
No?
No. Thank
We're
you.
working on it, trust me.
I'm sure, I'm sure. Okay, fire chief. Chief, do you have any updates?
I do not. Just thank you all for your continued work.
Okay. We have the approval of the prior minutes.
June 2nd?
Yes, June 2nd.
We have a motion to accept the June 2nd, 2026 minutes.
So moved.
Second?
Seconded, okay. All those in favor, we'll do a roll call. I'm a yes. Chief?
Yes.
Deputy? Kyle, sorry.
Yes.
Sorry about that. Jean?
Yes.
Peter?
Yes.
William?
Yes.
Carol?
Yes.
Okay, that motion passes. Just to adjourn, right?
Yeah, well, does anybody else have any comments, especially
From the committee?
those that joined late from the
No,
committee?
I think we're good to go.
No? And we're all set for the next meeting date, September 8th? And at that point, we can discuss a date for a groundbreaking ceremony?
Yep.
Okay. Move to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
Okay,
Roll call.
Roll call vote will be, I'm a yes. Chief?
Yes.
Kyle?
Yes.
Jean?
Yes.
Peter?
Yes.
William?
Yes.
Carol?
Yes.
Motion passes. Meeting adjourned, 3:30. Wow.
Meeting adjourned.